yes, one of my favourite photographs here is one that's behind us, and we'll get into the detail. Magnificent photograph of what I believe is a cat. Help me along with this one. A
katydid.
Katydid. I was going to say a grasshopper. That's the word I was looking for. But joining me is a man who took the photograph, Mark Sheen. Thank you, Mark, for your time.
Thank you very much, Graham.
And congratulations on the magnificent photograph that you've taken there.
Oh, it's been a wonderful honour. Fantastic.
And taking out a prize at the International Salon for this year.
Oh, again, very flattered and very honoured. It's been fantastic. I just can't believe it.
What's been the journey in photography for Mark Sheen?
I've only been involved in photography for about 3.5 years now. It's something I find fantastic. It's something that never ends. It's something that means a lot to me. And the opportunity to be able to showcase it at an event like VIGEX is just the icing on the cake. It's absolutely brilliant. When
did you, as a initial photographer, when you started snapping away, what stage sort of become aware of VIGEX?
I've been involved in showing now for about 2 years of my 3.5, and VIGEX was always very highly recommended, and from my point of view, probably the ultimate competition to enter, being my first international, and to enter one that was actually local was fantastic. It's something I've been planning for a long time now.
Well, Mark, the winning, or the FIAP gold medal, robber fly and small katydid, by Mark Sheen from Australia in the nature section. Mark, would you like to take our viewers through the magnificent detail and how you went about capturing such a magnificent photograph?
I was very fortunate with this one, Graham, because I actually took this picture in my own backyard. So the insects were actually, I live in Summers on the Mornington Peninsula, and there is a fair diversity of insect life there. And I've always known about the robber flies, which was my main interest in shooting. And I've always known that around late summer that they do tend to congregate, and it's just a matter of simply continually trying when the opportunity arises. Robber flies actually catch flying insects on the wing, and I've shot numerous other pictures of the robber fly catching other insects, but this time I was fortunate enough to get one that has actually captured a katydid, and it's currently immobilising it, and it'll actually melt its insides and turn it to jelly and suck it out like a spider does.
Now, for how long did you have to sit and wait for the subject to be in the right spot at the right time, and then be able to obviously zoom in and capture it in such magnificent detail?
You don't get a long time. Basically, once it actually captures the insect, it's pretty quick about its business. But I probably shot 50 or 60 pictures to get the one that I actually wanted.
So 50 and 60 of the one... Of the same subject?
Yes. That is the power of digital photography.
And then, okay, I asked the same question of Mark Armistead. What made you have the gut feel that this was the right one for you?
From a purely pragmatic photography point of view, basically it had strong diagonals, and it also had opposing colours on the colour wheel. That is the green and magentas, which just tend to be pleasing to people's eyes, whether they realise it or not. And also it was a picture of, it's a behavioural shot, which is very, very important in nature photography to do well. And I can count the amount of good behavioural shots I've got on one hand, so you don't get a whole lot, and you tend to know when you've got a pretty good one.
Now, nature is one section of your interest. What other interests do you have in the world of photography?
Landscape is actually my favourite, and for all the reasons that Matthew said. People underestimate how difficult landscape photography is to do. But I diversify, and I love my nature photography, which is because landscape generally is only early morning and late evening, so you need to shoot something else in the middle of the day as well, and which is where nature and portrait photography also come in for me.
Matthew Armistead and Mark Sheen, two of our great winners here at the VIGEX International Salon 2008 at the Geelong Art Gallery. Before we go, hear a little bit of a whisper that you got a mate down here in Geelong that keeps you well tipped on where to catch the right fish.
Uncle Jeff Wilson, yes, he's a pretty well-known identity. Jeff and I spent many, many hours fishing on the Barwon River together for mulloway, and we've developed a close friendship over the years, yes.
How are you, Jeffrey? Enjoy your column every week in the Geelong Advertiser. Geelong Newsbeat and the VIGEX International Salon 2008 at the Geelong Gallery. Well, we always say we leave the best to last, and yes, Rollo can't let go when he's got a lovely lady around. And joining me is from the Geelong Camera Club, and a lady who takes a great amount of pride in her involvement in the world of photography, Tanya Laird. How are you, Tanya?
Good, thanks, Graham.
Now, I must say up front, in front of our viewers, thank you very much for all the hard work that you and your colleagues have done today in getting our presentation put together. It just shows you the enthusiasm that you must have for the world of photography.
We all enjoyed coming here today, and we all enjoy being involved in photography.
And what's your favourite category of picture snapping?
I like landscapes, same as Matthew and Mark.
Landscaping. So now when we say landscaping, give us an ideal, say, couple of areas around Geelong that we can show off to our Melbourne viewers. Hello there, up there in Melbourne. That make us so proud to be able to go out and take some just really natural, good landscaping photography.
I like the open fields. You get nice rolling hills, green, and a lot of photographers from our club like to get snaps of sheep on the green fields.
Not too much green that's been around recently though, but it's getting better.
Yeah, we'll get there. And
one other thing I must mention, viewers, Tanya Laird is a lady who, great volunteer, is involved with Vision Australia Radio, 99.5 FM. And you've been there for, I believe, 15 years.
Yes, we just recently received our pins for service, and I was one of the rare few who got up to that many years. So I got my 15-year pin for 10 years in Melbourne and 5 years here in Geelong.
She's a lady who looks after Saturday's readings of the Geelong Advertiser with specialty before we cross to our local footy. So, Tanya, thank you very much for, again, helping us out today and arranging it. Continue up your great work, and we hope that you enjoy your photography.
Thank you, Graham.
Rollo's been at the 2008 VIGEX International Salon down here at the Geelong Gallery. It's open till June the 1st, so get on down here this week to have a look at the magnificent exhibition that's on view for you. And there's some wonderful catalogues available for you to keep as a keepsake, because they have been beautifully presented and they are wonderful to keep as a memory, an ongoing memory of the world of photography. Hope you've enjoyed the program today. Look forward to your company again on Geelong Newsbeat. Until next week, Rollo saying bye for now.